Hello, 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 and welcome to the Plays the Thing. My name's Matt, and we are playing more Arydia, the paths we dare tread, and we're still in the quick start, which isn't so quick, but then it's a big game. And I just got to combat. So I've set up combat, as you can see here, and we are fighting a dummy, which is here, which is pretty awesome. All these figures are really great. I haven't really looked at them myself, but pre-painted, all hidden in a box. Just need to twiggle that down a bit. There we go. Yeah, and we have our character. We have Ro, the gruff Fellish scout, and we're going to work out how he plays. So there is a combat sheet for every class, which is awesome. So if you're playing multiplayer, I think there's a way of doing this. But basically, it suggests going through this one at a time. Sorry, basically going through this, going through a pre-planned combat so you can see how combat goes. So setup, it says follow the steps below, don't actually draw threat cards, roll dice, or adjust the threat combo track, but actually do everything else. Place tokens, move your miniature. We'll use these icons to represent miniatures on the map. Elf. For this example, we're playing as an elf. You can play along as any character. So the foes always go first. That's a good place to put it. So the foe would draw a threat card, but we're not going to do that now. And we don't need to adjust the threat combo track. Increase the threat by 1. So, yeah, okay. Threat is a shared resource among foes. If there were a boss in this fight, it would activate now, since foe 0 is a mob, as shown in the upper left of its card. We simply increase the threat by 1. Yeah. So that's all the foe does on its turn. Exile turn 1, minor action, basic move. So put your minor action token at your feet. Gain 1 combo. Yeah, it doesn't say it says we don't need to do that. Move 3. On your turn, you get 2 normal actions, 1 minor action, and any number of free actions. You can take actions in any order. Basic move. As a minor action, that gives 3 move and generates 1 combo. In addition, you can spend 1 SP for +2 move. Not all actions allow spending SP for bonus movement. You have 3 move. You cross a difficult border 2. Oh, do we start there? I don't know. Let me just check that. Each time we'll flip the mode token. Well, we're starting there. I want to find out, though, if I move into the section. I don't think so. Explore action has revealed a map. Yeah, that one. Doesn't say anything about moving into it, but it looks like it's decided we are starting here. Oh, place your miniature on A, yeah. So when you make a move, you have the option to spend 1 SP for 2, but you choose not to do that. So you move 3, you move across the difficult borders, that costs 2. Double line is difficult. And then normal border, move 1, spending all your moves. So we move up. And then we do a normal action basic attack. Put a normal action token on your practice bow. Okay. Roll your d20. You roll a 4 and add 1 end for your results. Okay. We wouldn't do that, but that's fine. 1. A basic attack is a normal action and requires a normal action token. You attack. You make a threshold check, roll a d20 and add your matching attribute. Looking at the practice bow, a result of 5 is only enough for the white 2. Yeah. 3. There is a hit grid. It has hit points, weak points, armored points, and criticals. And this is a directional damage. It starts from the top of the grid and moves down until it hits 1 HP. Choose the left column and apply the first point of damage. Okay. So we add an orange die, an orange crystal. So we do 1 point of damage there. Dook. And then a minor action basic move. Put the last normal action token on your feet. Gain 1 combo. Yep, so we do that. Move 3. The exile turn is now resolved. So you move through 3 normal borders, spending 1 move each. So we go 1, 2, 3. So we've used all our action tokens. So that's the end of our turn. Foe turn 2. Draw a threat card, mob or 1. Foe activation. Foe pays 1 threat. Move the foe to B. Whack, roll a red hit die. Your chest is hit for 1 damage. Add 1 wear token to the chest armor. The foe is now resolved. So let's go through that. So it's drawn a mob card. So it does the mob action. Foe is a mob, so it will activate now. If there weren't any mobs on the map, you'd add 1 threat. Yep. The foe now spends as much threat as possible to activate 1 behavior. There is 1 threat available for the foe to spend, and this foe has a behavior cost that costs 1 threat, so it spends 1. So it does its whack, means target's furthest exile within range. That's that symbol. And move 6, whack is the attack the foe will use. Looking at the positional grid of whack is the foe and the X is the target. The target must be 2 squares away exactly. Positional grids may be rotated in any cardinal direction. The foe will spend its movement to get into the position versus the furthest possible exile. In this case, you're the only target. There are 2 possible positions the foe could attack from. Yeah, I get that. If there are multiple valid paths, the foe will take the one that requires the least movement. If there are ties, the player players can choose, in this example, position A takes less movement, so the foe moves there. So it can move up to 6. 1, 2, 3. So it moves 3 there. The foe attacks by rolling the associated hit die. So it's a red one, so it rolls the red die, which you can see does damage to certain places on my grid with the X's, and the dark one is the one that it would hit if it rolled that one. The black square is a location on the body grid that is hit. The squares with pips show the 4 possible locations the die can hit. This attack hits your chest, a space where you're wearing armor. The 1 defense tells you how much damage a piece of armor will block for each attack. The iron durability symbol tells you how many times the armor can block that amount of attack damage. The practice shirt can block 1 damage 1 time. Okay. So place a wear token on the practice shirt and subtract the defense value from the hit damage. The armor absorbed all the damage. Any damage you can't mitigate from an attack will cause you to lose HP. So, exile turn 2. Refresh all your action tokens. So they go back. Put your minor action token at your feet. So we would gain 1 combo and we move 3. Reaction bonus, pay 1 to move +2. Okay. You move into position so you can use the snipe skill as your next action. So we're moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've spent an SP. Free action skill. Place the marker on the foe's grid card. Okay, so we're using mark. Mark is a free action that requires a clear line of sight to the target, wall, and obscure borders block line of sight. To use mark, you must spend its marker. The marker refreshes whenever you're out of combat. Mark the foe, placing the marker on their grid card, not the AI card. Yep, so we place it on here. The snipe skill is a normal action that costs 3. Okay, so we could use snipe now because we have 3. Combo. So we would roll our die. Is 11 good enough only for the +2? Your threat threshold, and gives you the white portion of the attack pattern. The blue diamond around this indicates it is piercing damage. Okay. To apply aim damage, simply pick any unwounded HP. You choose to hit the armored point. When you deal piercing damage to an armored point, you remove the armor and apply a wound immediately. Okay, that makes sense. So if we hit it without piercing damage, we wouldn't. We would just remove the armor. After a marked foe takes damage, you can choose to activate mark as a reaction. Spend 1 MP and apply 1 bonus damage to the bottom right HP. Yes, so we can deal that damage anywhere, but we're going to deal it here for some reason. And this dummy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 places we need to hit. Normal action, basic attack. Put a normal action token on your practice short bow. Spend the broadhead marker from your practice quiver. Yes, this one down here. So here, we've moved that from here. Broadhead. So let's check about broadhead. Number 2, you spend its marker, which increases maximum range and uses the broadhead attack pattern. Quivers may be used in combat from your inventory, unlike other items. Quiver markers refresh out of combat. So then we would roll the die. Use your threshold check from your bow with the broadhead attack pattern from your quiver. Your result is a 16. Okay, so we use this. We use our practice quiver to determine the number and how many hits we'll do. Use the threshold check from your bow with the broadhead attack pattern from your quiver. Your result is a 16, good enough for 2 and grey portions of the attack. So we would do this attack, I see. 4, the first point of damage is aimed. You could choose any HP. For this example, choose the right column, 3rd row, and apply the first point of damage. Okay, so we go here. And the second point of damage continues up, as the broadhead says. From where the first point hit, it moves upwards, passing through the wounded HP and hitting the top right HP. Yes, and that is when you wound a weak point, that's a weak point, these little red area tokens, markers. You resolve its effect. For this, it's +1 threat shown on the AI card. Okay, and we've used all our downs. So now it's the foe turn. Draw a threat card. All foes. Foe activation. Foe pays 1 threat. Move the foe to A. So the foe is going to move here. Because it's doing its whack again, I presume. Roll a red hit die. Your right shoulder is hit for 1 damage. Lose 1 HP. The foe turn is now resolved. Exile turn 3. Refresh all your action tokens. If you're at 0 HP, surge and put a wear token on your portrait. Okay, I'll have to find out what that means. Minor action, basic move. Put your minor action token on your feet. Game 1 combo, move 3. To move to the foe, wasting your remaining 2. You don't need to spend all your movement, and you could even stay entirely still. Okay, so we're moving next to it. Normal basic action. Put a normal action token on your practice hunting knife. You roll your d20, you roll 20, +1 for a result of 21, natural 20. So you gain 2. So on a 20 on the die is called a natural 20. If you roll a natural 20 in combat, you gain 2 combo. Okay. Choose the shown diagonal and apply the attack pattern. Right, okay, so we're doing this diagonal. This diagonal attack pattern starts from the bottom right and moves diagonally up left. There are 3 possible diagonals to hit. Choose the shown diagonal passing through a critical hit and hit the HP on the left side, wounding it. Yep. The second point of damage continues from there and travels off the edge of the card and is lost. Sure. 4. After resolving the attack pattern, resolve any criticals as bonus damage. Apply damage. Have we hit any criticals? Oh, no. I don't understand that. What's that about? After resolving the attack pattern, resolve any criticals. Ah, right, so there are no criticals. You use mark to apply 1 final damage hitting the weak point. Yes, so we use mark again to spend 1 SP. No, 1 MP to do another damage there. Oh, when did we... Oh, hold on, I haven't done this right. So, this diagonal attack pattern starts from the bottom right, yeah, and moves diagonally up left. There are 3 possible diagonals to hit. Choose the shown diagonal passing through a critical. Oh, I see, there's a critical here. Passes through this critical here. It's quite hard to see. So because that's a critical on both sides, it hits that one as well. And then we do the mark. So we spend our 1 MP to do another damage. Okay. Victory. Because no foes remain, combat is now over and the exiles are victorious. Return to the quick start guide. Okay. Let's have some water. So we go back to our quick start guide. Oh, we can do this here. After completing the combat example, you need to reset all your markers. Oh, that's not right. Your HP, your MP, and your SP. Eternal, Med C, Foe C, and Practice dummy tokens. You won't use them again. I didn't use them anyway. Ah, right, I see. So there were extra tokens so everyone could play that together if you're playing with lots of people. When in combat. Yeah, so we're going to go through some extra steps now. So KO and Surge. Or when in combat, if you have 0 HP, you are considered KO'd. Place your miniature on its side to show that you're KO'd. As soon as you regain 1 HP, you're no longer KO'd. While you're KO'd, you can't take actions, use skills or items. Other exiles can try to heal you and remove your KO'd status. Exiles and foes can move through your space or even end their move on your space. You get to place your miniature on any traversable adjacent space. Foes will not target you for attacks. If all exiles are KO'd at the end of a player turn, you are defeated. However, all is not lost if you're KO'd. You can still surge. Once per combat, when you start your turn KO'd, you may place a wear token on your exile's portrait and stand your miniature upright. You may take actions as usual, ignoring your KO'd status until the end of your turn. If you still have 0 HP at the end of your turn, you'll return to being KO'd. At the end of combat, remove any wear tokens on your portrait. Okay, so you get 1 extra kind of go. First combat. Now that you understand the basics, you're going to actually play through the combat. Following the instructions mentioned on the back of Med 0, each player places their miniature onto one of the spaces adjacent to the starting point. Ah, okay, so this X here is the starting point. So we can start anywhere, so start there, I think. If no starting positions are specified, exiles remain in their current square when the foe appears. The exile who explored the new area will begin combat. Blah, blah, blah. Play them. Keep taking turns clockwise around the table. Please return it after you've defeated the practice dummy. Okay, so here we go. So I need a range of 3 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they said the foe is at range 4. Within range of your practice bow. This is 3 to 4. Yes. So I would need to move. Oh, he has a shield. This is the snipe is my only one with a piercing. So I feel like we should just do a short attack. But the foes go first. So they're upside down. Mob or, and he is mob, so there's 0. So he's going to he would target the most HP. Move 4. So he can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And he can attack for 1. and then gets 2 threats. So he hits me in the center, which is on my practice shirts. Which is annoying. Okay, so it's my go. So I'm going to move because I want to get 3 to 4 away. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, no. 1, 2, 3. I can move, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So I moved, so I get 1 combo. And then I will use my practice bow. So I roll my die. I get a 5. So that does 1 damage. So I can come from the top. So I'll go here. And then I have 1 more action. Oh, I should have one of these on here. Must remember my nimble. Which is, when attacked, pay 1 token to gain 2 block for that attack. Which is good. So where was I? Oh yes, my last action. I think we will use our quiver of practice. No, maybe not. Should we mark him? It's a free action. So let's mark him. And then we will use our quiver of practice. So we roll the die. We got 11. Oh, now I must remember. Yeah, we don't get any extra because it's endurance. So we got 11. So we do the first one, so we can do 1 damage again. I think we'll go there. And that's our 3 actions. So it's their go. Oh. Another mob action, and they've got 2 now, so they're going to do whack. So they're going to move 6 1, 2, 3. And oh no, they're coming there. So into, and they're going to whack. So I'm going to, they're going to use the red die. Yes, they're probably going to hit me. So nimble, when do I use when attacked? After seeing the hit die roll, but before applying the damage, right. So they're doing the upper corner. So I'm going to use my nimble. So we gain 2 block for that attack, so they don't hit. Okay, and it's our go. So we should definitely move again. Let's move. 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so we can attack. So let's use our practice bow again. So we roll a die. And we rolled a 9. So again, we do 1 damage. I should have lost 1 threat then. So we'll do 1 damage here. We would have got 1 combo. I must remember to do that when I... And I can use my mark, so I can pay 1 MP to place an extra damage anywhere. Maybe I shouldn't place that there. Place it there, and then I'll place this one here, which will hit critical. So it puts 1 damage there. And I have 1 action to take, so I think I will move again. So I'll go 1, 1, 2, 3, and hide over this pool. So it's their go, and they're just going up 1 threat. So it's our turn. We'll move again. 1, 2, and we will do our snipe. Requires a bow. Yes, that's right. We're in the right position to snipe. So we roll our die. We get a 12 this time. So 12 is 2 attacks. So we do 1 damage. Oh, actually, that's not going to... We can do a critical damage to his shield, though. But not to anything else. And then we'll just do a normal bow attack. And we got an 8. So we get to do 1 damage, and we can come from the top. So we'll do this one, which pushes his threat up 1. And we spent 3. Combo with our snipe, and that's the end of our turn. And then he's getting 3. 1, 2, 3. which is lucky for us. So we will stay where we are, do a practice bow, and we get a 4, which is 1, but that's enough to kill him. Okay. Don't think I was very tactical there. Congratulations on defeating the practice dummy. Remove the practice dummy miniature from the map and set aside the threat deck and threat combo tracker. All stats, HP, SP, and MP, remain as they were at the end of the combat, and any wear tokens on armor will persist. Now you get to loot the foe. To do so, you look at the rewards section on the bottom of the card. Yeah, okay. So this section here. And a loot roll. Each exile gets 1 XP. So yeah, we get 1 XP and then we roll the die. So we got 9. So 9, we get again 1 Kai from the supply. So this is the money. And here it is, it goes in our coin purse. With that, you transition from combat to adventure mode. Put the mode token onto its adventure side. Because you've been victorious over the foes on this map, Med 0 has now been cleared. Once the map has been cleared, foes and tokens won't spawn here again. We will explain how to track clear maps when you leave this location. If you had fled or the practice dummy had defeated you, the map would not be cleared and you would gain no loot, so it would respawn when you returned. Any exiles at 0 after combat would normally need to use item skills as spent. For this example, simply gain 1 HP. The bag icon denotes the reward section of the foes. Icon, Kai is a currency. You earn Kai by defeating. Yeah. Floors and stairs. So, locations sometimes contain multiple floors. Floors are groups of 1 or more maps connected to the rest of the location by stairs. The active player, have a new player be active if possible, moves adjacent to the stairs. Okay. So I just want to clear this stuff off. So remove the practice dummy miniature from the map and set aside the threat deck and threat combo tracker. I wonder what happens to his cards. So we'll put him back in figure box 1, I think. And his cards. Foe movement, large foes, Foe attacks abilities, exile total action, combat, attack roll, combat end. Foes. There isn't a foe sort of doesn't say anything about getting rid of them, so I think we just put them back. Oh, I think it's going to explain that actually. So I'm just going to check Arydia foes after. I think I'm probably missing something. Or maybe I'm too concerned about it. Doesn't say anything on here. Okay, I'm just going to keep reading. Floors and stairs. Locations sometimes contain multiple floors. Floors are groups of one or more maps connected to the rest of the location by stairs. The active player moves adjacent to the stairs pointer. Here we are. For S small 0 and takes the explore action. The guide draws small 0, reads it out loud, then flips and places the new map in the play space unconnected to the rest of the location. When you move to a different floor of the location, all exiles must move floors together. All exiles now place themselves as close as possible to the stairs on a small 1. Okay, so small 0, sorry, A. So this says, you push your way through the bush and find the entrance to a small cave. Though it's not very deep, the far side of the cave is quite dark. Okay. So this goes here. I think that's right. Reads out loud, then flips and places the new map in the play space unconnected to the rest of the location. Oh, okay. Place themselves as close as possible to the stairs on SML 0. Okay, so this is just a new place. There's a point of interest here. The active player, there's a point of interest here. The active player, as well as any other players who choose to move adjacent. For this example, move all exiles adjacent to PO, point of interest 0. Then the active player interacts with it. The guide draws PO, point of interest 0, from the active point of interest deck and reads it. Okay, so we'll go here and we'll look at point of interest 0. It says, you find yourself in a small cave. You can still make out some sounds coming from outside. It doesn't seem like anybody has been back here for a while, but there's some sort of tracks here in the dirt. So let's look at the tracks. Sounds. You hear the dull thuds and clangs of other exiles practicing just outside on the field, though the sounds are muffled by the thick bush. You see a pair of tracks leading deeper into the cave. Though it's quite dark in there, you think you could search for where the tracks end. So let's search. You look around and INT 5. Oh, we do an intellect check of 5. We don't have... our intellect is 0, so we don't add anything on. We got 17. So we do... you search and find something of note. So we get another RP. I forgot what we do with RP. One time only, gain key 0. So let's just read this. Search. Here you would see int 5, which is int 5 attribute check. One exile currently adjacent to the POM makes. This is one example why positioning against exiles before taking actions in adventure mode can matter. Choose the exile that earned RP earlier by being the guide who portrayed the NPC. They roll their 20 and add their int. Let's say they roll 2, adding their int 1. The result is 3, which would be a fail. You need to equal or exceed the threshold to succeed. After an exile rolls an attribute check, that exile may pay exactly 1 as a reaction to add 3 to their roll, spending the 1 to modify the result. Now the result will be 2 on the die, 1 plus intellect, 3 RP, equals 6. After successfully searching, several things happen. First, the guy notices the RP point icon and gains RP point. Then you get key 0 from the active key index. You've done everything on this card now, so you choose to end the reaction, the interaction. So we get key 0. We gain rewards on 20, on natural 20s. Luck of the battlefield or luck of the road. Yes, it does say that on one of these guys' cards. Looting foes. Gain the pathless chest listed on the foe's AI card. Okay. Keys. Keys are shared among the party unless indicated otherwise on the card. Keys represent special items, key items, or information the party has gathered and are often used to complete quests. Most key cards have trigger text, which is a specific instance of the text that you look for on another component. When you interact with a component that has the specified text, the key card will tell you what to do. Notice the key card 0, Guild Leader Thades. This is the text you need to find on another component in order to trigger this key. You've already met Thades, so you should know exactly where to go to trigger this event. Move adjacent to NPC 0 on big 0. As soon as you start to talk to the NPC, you see the text Guild Leader Thaddeus, which satisfies the trigger on key 0. You may now follow the instructions on key 0 and draw. Okay, so I've done everything here. So we go back down and this card doesn't say anything what to do with it. Have they said what to do with it? Small cave. Yes, I think it does say at the end. Okay. Because we're still in this location, all these cards are still out. Okay. Guild leader that is. So move to the adjacent NPC. So we go back to NPC 0. As soon as you start to talk to the NPC, you see the text Guild Leader Thaddeus, which satisfies the trigger. You may now follow the instructions on the key. Okay. In a cave near the Exile's camp, you discover the broken remains of a practice dummy. Unlike the normal dummy, this one looks cunningly crafted. Keep this card in the party inventory until you find a card with the exact text. So he has it. Guild Leader Thaddeus. Yes, then draw EVT 0. Missing dummy. You explain to Thaddeus that you found his missing dummy in a small cave near the practice field. Ah, so that's what happened to it, eh? Must have gotten something wrong to wander off like that. Well now, says Thaddeus, I don't want to show any favoritism, but I had a little practice gear left over, so why don't you take it? So key 0 goes at so key 0. You may now follow the instructions. Key 0. Banish key 0. So key 0 gets banished. Take all 8 straw pathless items. Divide among exiles as you see fit. Straw pathless items. Then get 8 straw, but they are located in one of the main punch boards. Not on that one or that one, so it must be this one. No. Ah, these ones. occur. And divide them among players as you see fit. Players can immediately equip items on their equipment mat when they're gained. Ooh, so I can take all of these because it's just me. Rotting Calf, Weaker Helm, Moist Glove, Greasy Cuff, Moldy Shoes. Ooh. Chipped Potion. Where does that go? A fast for holding potions, this stopper does not fit right. Potion. I think it goes in here from the picture. Old knapsack. Not sure where these go. Damp glove. So that one goes there. They are located and divide them among players. Players can immediately equip items on their equipment mat when they're gained. Or armor. The knapsack and the potion can be equipped on your belt slots. Ah, okay. So they can go there. Also get the corresponding rules cards from the index so you know how the new items work. Reference back of the items, get the matching rule cards from the index 1, 2, and 3. Reference 1, 2, and 3. Reference 1, 2, and 3. So let's look at these. Woo! So we have armor. That's fine. Potion. This is a belt item usable on your belt. Minor potion. Costs 1. Oh, yeah. So I've got to put things on. And the knapsack as well. Target 1 exile in a bracketed square. Ah, I see. Okay. That exile heals 1 accordingly. So you can heal yourself. Refresh 1 for 1 money at an apothecary. And the knapsack, this is a belt item usable on your belt, costs 1, target 1 exile in a bracketed square. That exile gains SP accordingly. Refresh at an inn. Can I use an knapsack in or out of combat? Yes. Can I target myself? Yes. So you can target it yourself. You can't use them both at the same time. Apothecary. Can I use a potion in or out of combat? Yes. Oops. Can I target myself? Yes. You're the one shown in the position grid. Can I target a hidden rogue? Yes, the rogue's hidden. Can I target an exile who's already has max? Yes. If you have reason to do so, but the exile cannot exceed. Yeah, cool. It's cool they have a lot of stuff on the back. I like it. The exile that gained the potion knapsack immediately fill this item with 2 markers each. Whenever you gain an item that requires markers, it comes full. EVT or 0 also instructs you to gain 1 XP and banish event 0. Yes. When you gain XP, each exile gains XP. Each exile should now have 3. Yes. And I do have 3. And this gets banished, event 1. State changes. Now you're ready to leave camp. Not clamp. Continue your conversation with Thaddeus and choose the leave topic, instructing you to draw event 1. Squills. Okay, so I read this by mistake earlier on, didn't I? Oh no, not by mistake. Leave. You're sure you're ready to start your hunt? Yes. Draw event 1. So read through event 1. Morning address. The mists of the morning is beginning to clear off. All the exiles packed and ready to embark gather around the fire. Thaddeus rises and addresses everyone. This is the moment you've been training for. The hunt is about to begin. Remember to keep your guild pins visible so the locals know you're hunting squills. Having been in exile myself, I've dedicated my life to helping the downtrodden and the outcasts. I'm sure you'll all have your reasons for being here. As Thaddeus speaks, you think about your own exile. Draw and secretly read, but do not share with other players, a key card based on your character. So I am Thelish, so I get key FE. Key. Key FE. Key FE. So I shall secretly read this to myself. Lucky coin. A heavy silver coin. It has a satisfying weight. The embossing is smooth and worn from handling. You absent-mindedly roll it across your knuckles whenever you're deep in thoughts. Keep this card a secret from other players from now. Okay. And you also see the rules text. Oh, the rules text. Go forth and remember your training. Thaddeus finishes. NPC 0 goes to B. So NPC to B. This directs you to change NPC 0 to the B state. To do so, search the inactive deck in the index for NPC B, which becomes the active version of NPC. The version you had up until now is placed in the inactive deck. Okay. So A NPC becomes B NPC 0, and this one I'll put at the back. NPC to B, then we banish that card. You're adjacent to NPC 0, so you can talk to them again. Because their states change, they have new things to say. Talk to NPC 0 and explore the conversation until the guide has gained RP. Your mentor is here, giving lasting advice and wishing exiles well as they depart. Well, no use waiting around. This region is a good spot for the guild. Lots of people needing help. I just heard of some pests causing trouble nearby, and there's a village not too far from here where you can pick up some jobs. Okay, let's read these. So, region. The continent of Arydia is as diverse as people who call it home. This Thor, the guild, is operating here in the basin. The basin. The grassland here are surrounded by mountains on all sides, thus the name. It was once part of a mighty kingdom that now lies in ruins. So we get 1 RP. So we've got leave the location and head out onto the world map to explore further. Players move to the hex E2 pointer on Big Zero. From there, take the leave action and all players place their miniatures on the mode token. Adventure side up. Oh, I see, okay, yeah. So I just want to read these. The pests were reported near Raggold Junction. To get there, just follow the path west. And then head north once you've hit the main road. Felswan village is nearby. Just head north across the plains and you'll be at the gates. Jobs. The guild has job board on all villages and towns. They don't usually provide squills, but if you need to earn some coin, it's a good place to start. Okay. Players move to hex E2 point on Big Zero. Right, okay, so we're leaving the map. From there, take the leave action. All players place their miniatures on the mode token. Adventure side up. The hexagonal shape of the token helps to remember that you're now exploring the hexes. Our location is represented by the party token on hex E2. Yes. So we're off the. Oh no, we're not. Yeah. So here. Put all the area maps and associated cards from these areas back into their respective active decks, maintaining the ascending order. Right, okay. So this small one goes back. Medium goes back. And the large one goes back. And these cards go back. POA. And the dummy foe goes back. That's it. So we're doing this now. Oh, okay. Put all the merits associated with it. For explored, cleared maps and cards, return them to the index face up. Since you have cleared small 0 and big 0, clearing all tokens and defeating all foes, you return these face up to indicate that the next time you enter, you do not place foes on them again. Ah, okay. They're still active, but they're face up. And the big one. Okay, so it's defeating foes and tokens. So anything physical if there's nothing physical on there, so NPCs, okay, don't count. PO1 and NPC are returned to their active deck as cleared to show that they've earned the RP and can't earn it again. Ah, okay. So that is... is there oh, that's not right. That's number 1. Oh, okay, so he goes this way. E. Oh gosh, I'm getting this all befuddled. What did I do with NPC 0? Oh, he's still here. Okay, so he goes like this. Point of interest 0. Yeah, okay. Foe cards do not have a cleared state. Return them to the index as you found them. Okay, okay. Town actions. Now you're exploring the world map. From Hex E2, you can re-enter Big 0, the exile camp you just came from. You can also interact with PO Point of Interest 1 directly from the world map since it's listed on the hex. Gotcha. Interact with point of interest 1 now. The guide draws the card and reads it. It's an example of a town point of interest showing all the town actions you can take there. Okay. Sounds. No, that's point of interest 0. Matthew. Point of interest 1. The Exiles Camp. Guild actions. Campsite. Rest. Draw a day card. Whole party. Okay, we're going to need to read this. The town actions are divided into categories thematically. Different towns have different options, but this town is also the location of the Exiles Guild and has some special options. Level up. Yes, path training, level up. Spend XP to increase your level. Train. Change active skills from among your learned skills. Yep. Retrain. You may pay to unlearn your current skills and learn new ones. Leftovers. You can pay 1 Kai to add 1 marker to all of your party's empty knapsack and potion items. The Smithy Apprentice. Pay 1 Kai to repair up to 5 durability for the party. E.g., if you remove 2 wear tokens from a Gambeson, 1 from your shield, and another exile removes 2 from their armor for a total of 5 wear tokens. New member help. You may take each exile's market action for free once per day. You can take both the leftovers and apprentice smithy actions for free. A new day begins every time you draw a card from the day deck. This is explained in more detail later. If you have any wear tokens on armor from the practice dummy fight, go ahead and take the new member help now to remove those. Great, thank you. Other towns will let you pay Kai to refill your knapsacks and potions as well as repair durability, but only the Exiles Guild lets you do these for free once per day. Lucky us. Level up! Woohoo! It's time to level up. Now take the level up town action. Look at your character card. Note that the XP cost for level 1 is exactly 3. Right, so for this, I'm going to use my lovely Remarkable. Because I can do this. There we go, we've got Fellish. So I can write. Ooh. Row. There. So look at your character card. Note character card. Note that the XP cost for level 1 is exactly 3. Each exile spends the required 3 XP by removing it from the character mat and placing them back in the supply. Okay. Mark the level box on your character card and place a level 1 token in the level slot on your character mat. So now we are on level 1. So actually we can... Come on. Come on, love. Right. So we get a level 1 token. Ta-da! We are level 1. Okay. mark the level 1 box on your character card and place one level token. Moving down the other one column, mark one of the 3 available HP, MP, or SP. We didn't seem to use much SP, but we could use MP to do attacks. But then it always feels like what do we get most from? Doesn't really matter on this first one. But we can get a lot of HP. I think we might get MP. So our MP moves up to 3. And I wonder if it refills. Then refill it. Yeah. Maybe I should have done. In the same level 1 column, mark one of the available 6 attributes, placing the matching attribute token into the slot as shown. I think that I want to get endurance, because endurance is with our practice bow. Dexterity with knife, we've already got dexterity, so let's get endurance just to help a little bit. So we mark this off endurance and it goes up to 2, not 1, because it skips. Yeah, so we get level 2 endurance. The last step is to learn a new skill. You can learn any skill as long as you have already learned all the prerequisites. So that's done for that, I think. Prerequisites are any skills with an arrow pointing to another skill. Okay, where is our board? For a path of wandering. Take a skill with no prerequisites from your skill tree and place it into your character map, keeping it face down. Place a mastery token minus sign up into the skill tree to show you've learned that skill. You may mark the learned box on the back of your path card as well. Each player should find the matching rules card for their learned skill and read through it to understand how it works. Leave PO11 on the table. You'll return here shortly. Okay, so we've got. So we can learn one of these. We've got Poultice to master at Teakle Forest. Pay 1 SP and succeed at a intellect 12. We've got Pathfinding to master. Pay 1 SP while 2 or more travel tokens are exhausted. Okay, I think I know what travel tokens are. Swift as the wolf to master. In a combat turn, move at least 6 squares away from where you started the turn. Okay, let's just look at what this. I don't know how we get these out. And swift as a wolf, 6 movement, or pay 1 SP to move 8 instead. Then if you are adjacent to the marked foe, +1 combo. Interesting. Or staggering shot to master. As a normal action, while a foe you can see is exactly 2 or 5 distance away, pay 2 combo. And what's this? I don't know what that symbol is. Eureka moment. Eureka moment. What's a eureka moment? Eureka moment, page 7. If the to master requirement has the Eureka icon, you get an instantaneous one-time benefit when you complete the mastery requirement. You may immediately use the skill as a reaction without paying any costs. Before resolving wounded weak points, if any. For skills that don't spend the, instead use the from the supply. Oh, so we get to use the skill straight away. And the skill is make a basic bow attack with plus or 1 range. If it hits, shift the foe up to 1 square or 2 squares instead, if marked. And let's have a look at what it says. A learned skill remains face down and unusable until you've mastered it. To master a skill, you need to fulfill. If the mastery requirement has a Eureka icon, you get an instantaneous one-time benefit. When mastered, you may immediately use the skill reaction without paying any costs. What's the RNG? Oh, that's the card, yes. Take a skill card. Place a mastery. Each player should find the rules card that learns skill and read through it to understand how it works. Okay, so I'm going to look at Swift as a Wolf and Staggering Shot. So RNG. Are they in here? No. Oh, perhaps they're in my box. Yeah. So RNG 12 and 15. So Swift as a Wolf. Cost is 1 MP. 6 movement or pay 1 SP to move 8. After moving, if you're adjacent to the marked foe, plus 1. So how do I determine adjacency for this skill? Walls and impassable borders, block adjacency, obscure borders are fine though. Staggering Shot. You must be holding a bow to use this skill. Cost 1. Make a basic bow attack decreasing minimum range by 1 or increasing maximum range by 1. If it hits a foe, shift that foe up to 1 square or 2 squares instead of that foe is marked. Yes, we can push back creatures with that one. At Teakle Forest, pay 1. And then from there we would get Snake Strike while adjacent to a marked foe and holding a hunting knife. Pay 4 as a free action. Oh, that's the, I want to look at the actual. Make a basic hunting knife attack, then gain 1 or pay 1. I think I will take... I do like this 6 move for 1 MP, and I just got more MP. So let's use Swift as a wolf. So we have to learn it first. So we're not doing staggering shots. So we put a token in there. Say it's not mastered yet. To add that to our set of cards. Each player should find the matching rules card. Leave P01 on the table. You will return here shortly. Yeah, so we've done all that. And then world travel maps. You're now ready to explore the world map. Get all 12 of the active TRV cards. These should be TRV 1 through 12 and place them face down. TRV. Travel cards. And place them face down. Get out the 3 travel tokens and place them coloured side up. So here we have the travel tokens. 1, 2, 3. The most important rule when travelling is have fun. The second most important rule is you may only travel to an adjacent hex as long as there is a connecting terrain icon. There are 7 terrain icons: road, plains, forest, tall grass, mountain, water, snow. Travel on the world map consists of choosing where to travel by placing the party token on the space between hexes, drawing a travel card. Okay. Let me show you this. Ooh. Let me refresh this. Okay. Here we go. Done all that. Here we go. Here we go. Here we are. So, choosing where to travel, placing your token between, drawing a travel card, resolving the travel card, possibly exhausting a travel token or paying an SP cost to keep it from being exhausted. Okay. If the XP is unexplored, reveal it by flipping it over. Place the party token on the new hex. You are going to stack the deck and do some predetermined travelling to learn how the system works. Take TRV1, TRV11 and TRV12 from the travel deck. Okay. 1, 11 and 12. And place them on top in order with TRV1 at the top. So 1, 11, 12. Normally the travel deck is shuffled and you don't know what you'll encounter. Travel example 1. It's time to leave the exile's camp. Take the travel action and choosing to move to hex D2. Okay. So we're moving here. By placing the party token on the space. Note that the terrain you are travelling on from hex E2 to hex D2 is road terrain. Yes, there's a little road symbol. Draw the top card of the travel deck and locate the terrain type you're travelling on. Road. Read the flavour text and the rules below. That. You're so hungry, you need to take a break and eat some food. Hunger. Each exile pays 1 SP, then discards this card. If you don't pay, go to famished. Okay, the party pays or the party goes famished. For this example, you decide to keep all of the travel tokens ready. So each exile now pays 1 SP. And the card is now discarded. Great. Because you've entered an unexplored hex, you now get to reveal it, pushing the right side of the hex, pop the left side up. Now flip the hex token over and put it back in its place. Finally, you place the party token on the hex. The travel is now finished. So there we go, and we match the symbols up. And we are in Raggled Junction. Excellent. Travel example 2. The new hex, Raggled Junction, doesn't contain any pointers to interact with. Not every hex on the world map contains pointers. It does, however, contain terrain icons on each of its edges, so you can travel in any direction from this hex. Take the travel action and choose to move to hex E1, which is this one. So we're going here. So we're doing a plains. It's plains terrain. Draw the top card of the travel deck. And locate the terrain type you're traveling on plains. Frustrated. Each exile pays 1 SP, then discards. If you don't pay, go to downhearted. This time you could choose to use skills or items such as your knapsack in order to gain SP to pay this cost. You spent stamina previously, so maybe some exiles are at 0. Nah, I've got loads of SP. Choose not to pay the cost and go to downhearted. So downhearted is exhaust this token. Then, is that the colourful side? No, it's not. Exhaust this token, then discard this card. If already exhausted, go to miserable. While travel tokens are exhausted, you cannot enter unexplored hexes. Okay. Since hex E1 is unexplored, now reveal it and place the party token on it. So we can go to this hex, but not any others. So we match the symbols up, and that goes out. The travel action is now complete. So now you can no longer choose to travel to an unexplored hex until it's refreshed. Travel example 3, the new hex Northern Plains also doesn't contain any pointers to interact with. There are terrain icons connecting northwest to hex D1 and southeast to hex F1. But you can't travel there because at least one of the travel tokens is exhausted. You cannot enter unexplored hexes while any travel tokens are exhausted. Travel back to the exile's camp and rest in order to refresh the tokens. Okay. Take the travel action and choose hex E2. By placing hexes, the terrain you travel on is plains. Draw the top card of the travel deck. Oh, God. Frustrated. Each exile pays 1 SP, then discards the card. At this time, you can use skills or items in order to gain SP. Go ahead and do that. Spend a marker from the knapsack and 1 exile gains 1. For this example, any exile still at 0 pretends you have. Yeah, sure. Okay, well, I don't need to do that. You can now pay the frustrated cost. Each exile pays 1, and the card is now discarded. So each exile has to pay these, yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get it. The card in discarded, place your party on hex E2. So we're back to where we started. What a nice little journey. Travel action is now complete. If you had not paid, you would have gone to downhearted, and since the morale token feather is already exhausted, you'd have gone to miserable. Miserable puts THR90 exhaustion card into the threat deck, which can make future combats more difficult. Ah, okay. Okay, ooh, this is the last page. A little help. There was an NPC in the Exiles camp that you didn't talk to last time. Let's go talk to him now. From Hex E2, take the enter location action for Big Zero. Draw Big Zero from the active Big deck. It should be face up, indicating it was previously cleared, so don't place the event token on it. Got it. So we're going back to Big Zero. Come on, Big Zero. Thank you. Place it map side up in the play space, and all players place the miniatures on Hex E2, close to. Oh no. Oh. Silly me, hold on a sec. Hello, sorry about that. My camera turned off. Okay, so we're back here, and Yes, so move adjacent to NPC 161 and take the interact action. Doot. The guide draws NPC 161. NPC 161. Okay. And it is Kestazan. Elven man, demeanor, inquisitive, actions, sketch maps. Ah. Okay. An elf sits cross-legged in the grass as he sketches his leather-bound journal. You can tell by his pin that he's on the path of inspiration. Greetings, fellow guildmate. I'm Sestazan. If you're looking for something or someone, I might be able to help you locate what you're looking for. Yeah. Guild. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm part of the guild, but I'm not in the hunt for squills. Thades let me tag along to work as a cartographer. Let's ask about that. I'm an exile like you, but I have no desire to return home. I'm happy travelling with the guild to new regions and mapping out all the lands I travel to. And then locate. Indeed, I practice the art of scrying. Using the maps of the regions I chart, I'm able to determine the locations of people or items of import. I just charge a small fee for my services. So you can spend 1 Kai to scry, choose a key card that you have, then draw another card. Sestazan will discern where on the map you need to take it. After scrying, return the event cards used. Okay, cool. Don't scry anything at this time, but remember to talk to Sestan if you require help later. Move to hex E2. Move the hex E2 pointer and take the leave location action to return to hex E2 on the world map. Place NPC 16 and Big 0 back in their corresponding indexes. Okay. So if I need to find something, basically, he can help. Could have just told me, though. Let's take a moment to explain the day deck. Okay. Okay. So, the day deck is used to track the passage of time over the course of your campaign. When you get to the end of the current day deck, you will be instructed to add the next day card to the deck, then remake it. Or get all 3 of the active day cards and assemble the day deck. Day decks here. Day deck. There should be 3 cards here. And there are. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Cards are face down in sequential order. With day 1 on top. Okay, that's day 3, yes. Lovely cards. Nice back. Day 1 on top. Interact with P011. It should be nearby on the table. Oh, yes. Because we can do this just from the map. And take the rest town action. Rest. Draw a day card. Whole party replenishes health, MP, and SP. Resting Guild is free, but it doesn't remove exhaustion cards from the threat deck. Other towns cost Kai in order to rest, but will remove exhaustion cards. Okay, don't know what they are. Draw a day 1 card, day 1. Read it, and then discard it. It is a wonderful day for adventuring. You feel the sunshine warm you as a gentle breeze caresses your face. No special rules. Each party member restores their health, MP, and SP to full. Take the travel discard pile and add it to the travel deck, then shuffle it. Okay. Then place it face down. Refresh all the travel tokens, placing them coloured side up. Okay, so that's days. That's resting. Right, so it goes... Interesting, really cool. Very interesting. Like a good shuffle. Okay, so that refreshes that. We'll do that. We'll discard them up there. The rest action is now over and a new day has begun. Often the first time you draw a day card, it will instruct you to follow special rules, such as adding a new card to the travel deck. This only occurs the first time that day card is drawn. Subsequent times you will ignore those rules. Okay. Further rules. Congratulations, you've completed the quick start guide for Arydia. You now should have a general understanding of how Arydia is played. Immediately after taking a rest action, you can save your game, returning everything to the box. If you'd like to end your session now, you can look up, save, load, page 34 on the rulebook. You're ready to head out on your own adventures, exploring the world map and hunting for squirrels. You don't need to look anything else up right now, but there are some rules you'll need to look up in the rulebook as you encounter them in your campaign. Player reference cards, rulebook back. We've made 2 quick reference rules, player reference card, as well as a quick... yeah, I've got that already. As well as a quick rules reference on the back of the main book. Rules to look up when you encounter them. Travel journal, epic hunt. If you have the epic hunt expansion, get out the rules card and follow the setup instructions at this time. Okay, I'm going to do that. Just going to do that. For it says I should. Oh, don't need to do that. Got a nice little tab. I don't know what the epic hunt is, apart from it sounds like it's epic. Epic Hunt rules. Epic Hunt is a mini expansion for Arydia, the paths we dare to tread. There are 2 modules included, a set of 9 alternative character skills, a series of epic hunts which are added to the job deck over the course of the campaign. Alternate skills. When creating a character, you may choose the matching alternate character skill instead. If you ever retrain at the Exiles camp, you may also swap your character skills at any time. Epic Hunts. To include the Epic Hunts jobs, simply add these cards without looking at them to the specific decks. Job 720 to the active job deck. Oh, so these are new. skills. SKL. I think these are. Oh, these are new skills for each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 720, 721, 723 jobs. Job 720 to the active job. Where are we jobs? That's an active job. And these to the inactive. Yeah, so they go to the back. Events, cards to the active event deck. So 720, 21, 20. Events, so they'll go to the event 999. There you go. 720 to 728. You get there. Boss foe 720, 21, 22. Foe cards to the foe deck. That's foe CEs. 201, so they go there. Figure 720 will be called for as you play. Okay. Ickle figure, and these can stay in here, and I will have a look at those. When creating a character, you may choose the matching alternate skill instead. Yeah. I think I'll keep them together in the box. And then when I decide to add another character, I will do. When should you add the Epic Hunt expansion? The quick start guide instructs you to add when these comments the game. Can I add Epic Hunt to my game if I've already started? Yes. If I've already made my character, can I swap to an alternate character skill from the Epic Hunt? Yes. Just take the retrain action. When should I open Figure 70? Figure 70 will be called for when engaged with the Epic Hunt content. Don't open it until directed to do so. Exciting. I'm just going to put that card in there. Okay, so I guess, what time is it? 8:34. Maybe we should continue tomorrow. I really want to get going myself. So the guilds we can rest, we can stash, stow, retrieve, or sell items. Not sure about what that does, but we don't need to do that now. Path training, level up, spend. Yeah, we can't level up, train, change active skills from among your learned skills. Oh, I should have refreshed this because we slept, we rested. Which are skill? This is the skill, isn't it? Oh, these are skills. But I think these one from the Epic Hunt are Oh, so I could do this skill, couldn't I? Likeable. When you complete a job, check charisma and earn an extra Kai based on the result. A way of earning money. I like keeping... I'm going to keep my nimble skill because it can help me in fights, and I think I might need that. I feel a bit... As one player, I feel a bit exposed. I'm exposed. I might just see what happens. I can pause at any time. We're going to be playing this again tomorrow. So I don't need to go back to the map. I'm not going to go to the guilds. Point of interest one is the exile camp. So I think what did I want to find out what he said again. I'm going to look. Don't know if I'm supposed to. The pests were reported near Raggold Junction. To get there, just follow the path west and then head north once you hit the main road. Village. Felsthorn village is nearby. Just head north across the plains and you'll be at the gates. So this is north, actually. This should be like this. Should be like this, everyone. So the pests reported near Raggold Junction. To get there, just follow the path west and then head north once you hit the main road. Okay, so let's go over there. We've done that one, so that goes back like that. Follow the path west and then head north once you hit the main road. So we'll go to Raggold Junction. So we look at one of these. So this PO1 can go back as well. So it's a signpost. So you pass this way easily. North. So we'll go this way. So we will do another signpost. You're so hungry you need to take a break and eat some food. Hunger. Each exile pays 1 SP. If you don't, you get famished. No, I'll pay 1 XP. SP. So we're going here. Fields of Lear. What's it look like on the Fields of Lear? We can definitely visit there. So let's visit. Long 4. Smoking carts. Smoke drifts lazily through the trees. You can see the remains of a cart smouldering in the middle of the road. Off to the side, someone is sitting hunched against a tree. Add TRV 42 to the bottom of the travel discard pile. TRV. $42. To the bottom of the discard pile. And then we flip this over. So we enter this long 4 here. And there's just an NPC. So let's go over and chat to NPC 15. And this is Dying Man, Human Man, demeanor sour, actions clutch chest. An old man lies here, bleeding from deep wounds in his chest. We were ambushed. I just set about for some hot stew by the campfire when someone yelled, "Bandits!" Those lizards. Before I knew it, arrows were flying. They disappeared as quickly as they'd come. Let's ask about lizards. It was a band of puckles. Usually they're not so brave, but they were being led by some halfling. Ambushed. We were coming from Eastgate. Last night, after we'd set up camp, we were hit by a pack of lizards. And amongst the halflings, some red-haired fellow dressed strangely. I only saw him as they disappeared. Disappeared? I don't know. They can't be far. They headed north, I think. So let's end the conversation. Draw event 10. Clean death. The old man looks up at you through foggy eyes. He says, "You've got to find him, the halfling ringleader. But first, don't let me die by their dirty claws. Give me a clean death. Quickly now, don't hesitate." A response is not given. In 20 seconds, it counts as hesitating. If anyone tries to ask questions, please kill me quickly. Clean death, kill. Hesitate, refuse. Heal potion. Use items to do 1 worth of healing. I do have a heal potion, so I will use that. Heal potion. The man's eyes open wide. "Thank you, kind soul." Then he peacefully passes away. Gain 1 XP. And DOS T22. DOS. What is DOS? DOS. Oh, DOS slipcase with 6 dossiers, dual layered. I think it might be the thing that's at the bottom. Yes. DOS, do not open until directed. DOS T22. Huh? Not that one. W. Oh, this is exciting, isn't it? DOS T 22. 20. Oh, DOS T22. Oh, that's so cool. They push out. Oh, look. The kind. Yes, I am kind. You're so right, game. So I guess I can swap that. The gruff. Replaced with the kind. And then MPC 15 is replaced with B. So this goes into, I think it goes into here, doesn't it? Yes. MPC B. Then this card is trashed. So we have this. Human, dead man, peaceful, demeanour, actions none. An old man is here lying dead. He's clutching a leather satchel. He has a peaceful expression on his face. Let's look at his face. You shiver as you gaze upon the dead. And let's look at the satchel. You open the small satchel gently and find a wax-sealed letter contained inside. One time only, gain key 9. So we gain that key. A letter you found on an old man who has been ambushed and died. The letter is addressed to Laiku. The wax seal is unbroken. Laiku the Dryad, River Town South. Festig. Keep this in your party's inventory. If you choose to open the letter, key 9B. If you find a card with the exact text, Laiku the Dryad, then draw. Okay. So this dead man just goes back, I think. Because he didn't give us any. Or maybe, no, I'll put him back as... I'll put him back normally. NPC 15. So we keep that, and we have Laiku. We've got this key as well. Oh, that's our secret one. But we don't have to keep secret. 2 keys. So we could go and investigate over here. But I think I'm going to pause here. Yeah, I'm going to pause here because I need a break. So that is it. I will be playing this again tomorrow for a few hours. Yeah, really enjoying it. I feel like I'm just starting still. You know, I kind of scratched the surface, and there's so much to discover. So yeah, very much enjoying it. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. A bit washed out in this, aren't I? Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video, hopefully tomorrow. Okay, bye.